Lusting, busting babes ripe with the fruits of desire. 38 caliber kittens clawing their way to freedom. This is Beyond the Realms.
Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Horrorsball. Got with us Krazy here, of course, and Headbanger.
What is up?
Returning once again. First time all three of us have been together in a video.
Yeah,
awesome.
It is
awesome.
And today, you know, with The Walking Dead being like, you know, the big topic of conversation. Yeah,
Never heard of it.
I casually just.
What?
Oh, it's that comic book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The GNs, the graphic novels.
I think they might be doing
GNs. Explain to them what that is again.
What? Graphic novels.
GNs.
GNs.
From now on, it's GNs.
GNs.
Or guns.
I think it just, you know, they got a little show on TV. It's not very big.
Not big.
Or anything.
It's underground.
But anyway, you know, Walking Dead being big, zombies being probably bigger than they've ever been before. We talked about it. We figured, you know, how about we do a video talking about some zombie films that don't get much love, you know, outside of Romero's films and Fulci's films. How about we each pick a title that we think is a great zombie film?
That's a damn good idea, Jason.
Yeah. Actually, it was your idea.
Awesome.
Kind of
awesome
like
idea,
You weren't supposed to say that.
yeah, well, it kind of like morphed. It started off differently, but morphed into.
It evolved.
Yeah.
It evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And a great idea.
Yes. And so we figured, you know, we would tell you about some films maybe you haven't seen, you should check out before. Sure, a lot of you have, but you know. But first, we have a more important matter to get to. Right?
As we would do on Horrorsball, we have to say what we're drinking first. And I brought this little gift to you for hosting me and my family.
Oh.
Mrs. Headbanger is off camera here. You'll figure it out when she burps halfway through here.
You'll hear me in a few minutes.
This is Lucky Bastard. Look at that. You can see that.
Good stuff.
That label really cool. It's got a
cover at least.
What year is that? Is that a?
This is from 1932. So I aged it for a long
Lucky
time.
Bastard.
1932.
So.
Hopefully, we're lucky bastards drinking it.
Oh.
I will pour this. You guys keep talking.
All right. So, yeah, we're having a good time.
Excellent time.
Yeah.
Great time.
Headbanger Krazy just got in tonight. Figured we would do some videos. We have a couple videos planned for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yeah, this looks like it's going to be some good tasty beer here. Krazy has the little fancy goblet going on.
The goblet of fire.
Yeah. Sorry.
The goblet of bastard.
Yeah. The bastard goblet.
You have to shake it around.
Waft
Smells
it.
very good.
And don't swallow it. We have to spit it on its bed.
Oh man, that was like a fruity almost.
Very good year.
We have 1932, one of my favorite years.
Yeah.
We haven't done this together since
that
convention.
Wasteland.
Yeah. Where it was born at.
Where it was
Oh
born.
my goodness.
You started a phenomenon. Actually, to be honest, guys, if I hear someone say cheers, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Chars.
Chars, brother.
Chars.
Mmm.
Tasty.
I like it.
Tastes like coffee.
Tastes like... No, it doesn't.
So subtly. It's like coffee.
Touche. Tastes like
that aged 1932.
1932, man. Look in liquid form. Alright, who should be first?
I like it. Let's go.
I'm a big counterclockwise fan.
Counterclockwise? Okay.
Is that to the viewer or to us?
So
I'm confused.
I am too, man. We're half drunk.
Paper, rock,
No, I'm not
scissors.
gonna go that way.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
What?
What is that? The claw?
What are the odds of that? It's like 1 in 3. Alright, so we all have to show them at
Let's
the
just
same time.
start.
Me?
Crazy.
We're all like, you start. You start. Counterclockwise, clockwise.
I insist.
Yeah.
Well, I picked Bob Clark's Deathdream. This is one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. It's so subtle and underrated, actually. And you know, about the returning war hero-esque style story. It also has the monkey's paw. If you've ever heard of that story,
Right.
yeah, you know, the
I
three
don't
wishes.
think I have. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Well,
that's
so.
also what Stephen King kind of based Pet Sematary off of.
Yeah.
It's where, the mythology is, you know, this guy gets a monkey's paw from his dealer or whatever, and, you know, and he has 3 wishes. And, you know, I guess he wishes for, you know, his, a relative of his that's died to come back on the last one. It doesn't end well.
Similar story.
It's something like that. The story is similar, and this is kind of like that, where, you know, this mom wishes her son was back, and, you know, he was died in Vietnam, and he shows up at the doorstep.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's there.
Just there.
I think the first quarter of the film, I think, has a real like war drama feel to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy stuff.
It's
you know?
it's really dark.
Dealing with the 2 parents, the way they deal with the grief differently. The
Yeah.
father's kind of in denial, or the mother's in
The
denial,
mother's in
right?
denial, and
the
the
father's
father's
kind of
just
like
like,
trying
he's
to
out
keep the
of it.
family together.
And-
you know?
and-
The
yeah.
sister, it's really good
Yeah.
drama for a while. You know?
About the family dynamic.
Dealing with him.
And then
yeah.
when he comes back, he throws like a whole
Every-
riff in the
monkey
whole
wrench.
family.
Right.
You know?
Into
Yeah.
everything.
the character dynamics of the film, I
It's
think it's
awesome.
great. Yeah.
And
Because
Amy,
isn't it, I mean, it's been so long since I've watched it, but isn't the mother just like
she's
no
out of her
matter
mind.
what, she just totally is in denial. of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Like,
she's out of her
oh,
mind.
Andy, this and that. And,
Yeah, and she's
yeah,
protecting
and that's
him too.
and that's a big thing too, because then the father and the sister, they're all starts big fighting with all
And the
of them.
social commentary is huge about
Oh, yeah,
Vietnam
big time.
and death.
What you're like when you come back. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
metaphors and stuff.
Yeah, like beneath the surface,
Oh,
it's
no
pretty.
question.
It's
It's a brilliant
it's
film.
heartbreaking
he
too.
degrades as the film goes on.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, it's, I don't know,
It's a
it's
brilliant
so
film.
powerful.
It's not your
Agree.
typical
Well,
zombie
zombie,
film
no.
at all, because it
more
is,
subdued.
but it's not, because instead of like, you know, zombie like killing
Eating
people
flesh
and everything,
and-
I mean, you're basically watching
In the
like
family.
one zombie's like deterioration
In
you
the
know?
family
but
dynamic.
he's still functional. That's what's so different about it too, being a zombie.
Yeah,
film.
he's still talking
still-
and
yeah.
walking and,
I mean,
you know,
very
getting
little,
along with the
but-
family.
When he
It's-
goes on that date with the girl.
Oh my,
Yeah.
yeah, with the driving.
yeah,
Driving. Right.
Yeah, that part's crazy.
yeah.
And you know, and then you know, it just the conclusion is
The
just
conclusion
like
is-
crazy.
Yeah, total
It's
sad.
Yeah.
very
And
sad.
with the
and
mother.
tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great scene.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie.
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Clark, we talked
Bob
about
Clark
that,
is so
Horrorsball.
underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated. And it's
God.
a shame he left this genre, but if he didn't, we wouldn't have Christmas Star.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Porky's. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's made 2 great films within the genre: Black Christmas and this.
3, I consider
Yeah.
Children Shouldn't
Children.
Play
All
with
Children Play to Death. Yeah, that's another
I
good
thought he was-
zombie.
That was
film.
his first film.
Yeah,
too,
I
wasn't
thought
it?
he
That's a
was 3
zombie
for
film,
3
too.
in horror.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
they're
really
all
was.
excellent. And you
Yeah.
know, they're not, you
Different
know,
ones, too.
they aren't even all talked about really,
Yeah.
which is a
Yeah.
shame.
Which this one isn't. I mean,
Not
you hear a
really.
lot of really hardcore fans talk about it, but
if you're hardcore,
He's
you're
hardcore.
I mean, you hear
But-
about the Romero, the Fulci films, of course, but you
But
know,
this is so under the rug.
It's a Blue
Yeah.
Underground release. Awesome release. Looks
Yeah.
good. Cool
This is
cover.
Jason's version.
Pick it up.
yeah,
Just buy it.
Just fucking
Yeah.
buy it.
yeah. So, I guess we'll move on here, and this is a film that I actually just recently saw for the first time, and it's kind of crazy because how much I love this film. You know, watching it. I don't know how I'd never seen this before, but you know, there's always those ones that slip under the radar. I'm sure you guys have the same thing. You know, where a film, it's like you want to see it, you've heard so much about it, and then damn, I haven't seen it before. And this is one for me. It's one I highly recommend. Is Shockwaves. Basically, the best way to describe this is Nazi zombies. Basically, like they put this. I'm trying to think because it's been a couple months and it's been one time seeing it, but isn't this where they, like, Hitler wanted to create this perfect race of soldiers, and he was doing these
True
experiments.
story.
Yeah, and
The Aryans.
it wasn't he had them on this ship. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
And it sank.
The ship sinks.
Yeah. And then Peter Cushing is in this, the great Peter Cushing. And isn't he trying to find the ship? Is that what it is?
Basically, they don't give away everything. that
Yeah,
he's up
because
to,
he's on
but
an island
he's
and
by
he's there
him-
by himself,
right.
and it's very creepy. He's in this weird ass castle.
which is pretty much abandoned and kind of a wreck. You know?
Yeah, it's a wreck, and it's just very creepy, very atmospheric stuff. But then the atmosphere just goes through the roof. You've seen this, right?
You showed it to me.
Yeah, that's right.
I came
You
over
watched
that
it.
one time.
Yeah, but the atmosphere just goes through the roof. I mean, it starts off at the castle, but then you start seeing the zombies raise out of the water, and it's
Gosh,
just
Some of
creepy.
those scenes
Some-
look great.
It's
Like,
just
visually,
amazing, man. And Yeah,
It's just a creepy movie.
If you want a gut muncher, you don't want to watch that.
No way.
It's atmosphere.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
all
slow
atmosphere.
it's a slow burn type zombie film, and it's definitely it's all about the atmosphere. It's not
Mhm.
about the gut munching. It's not about all the gore.
The
But
last
to me,
15
that's
minutes are awesome.
yeah. But see, that's what made me like this even more because I've seen all of that with zombie films. You
There's
know, you've
plenty of
seen
that
all-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
that's the genre.
Yeah, I mean that's
now,
that's
it's
one
not
of the
a
big things
subdued.
with zombie films. But this one, I mean, it has what a lot of zombie films lack, and that's atmosphere, and that's a lot of vibe to it. I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just such an impressive film.
The
I'm
scene
so glad I
at the
picked it up.
end when she's on the boat and like the zombies underneath the boat.
Yeah.
And she like sees it through the
Oh.
see it under the water. and, like,
Incredible, man.
awesome scene.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you've never seen Shockwaves, I mean, this is one to definitely pick up. Blue Underground put
Again.
out this release, just really awesome.
Yeah, and I just saw it with you, and man, I loved it.
Yeah, that was
Loved
actually
it.
that was actually my
That was
second
my
time
first
watching
time seeing it, and I was
When they
I
walk
liked
out
it.
of the like they're all walking on
Yeah,
the water.
that's
Yeah.
so creepy,
And then like
man.
one pops up, and then one over here, and then one over here. It's like the way they pop up out of the
Because
water,
I
it's
asked you
like,
if it was
whoa,
like
it's-
campy and stuff, and you're like,
No,
no, this
no,
is dark.
You kind of look at that and maybe you might think
That's
it would
what I
be.
thought it
Yeah,
was.
I love
Look at
the
the
cover.
cover, maybe,
Cover's
yeah.
great.
But
Yeah.
but then it's like, whoa, this is
And the makeup's pretty basic. Like
Yeah, it's not
It
pretty-
really is, yeah.
not
too
really-
involved.
Yeah, they're not like decayed or anything like you would
It's-
typically think.
But
of
it works. They
zombies.
still
No, it's
feel
perfect.
like old.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
And they all wear these weird like goggles over their eyes and shit. It's just,
SS.
I think
style.
it's cool how they're all like that. It's just, it's just a different film. So yeah, my pick would be Shockwaves.
Kind of like Fulci Zombie 2, though. I think it's cool that a lot of that is shot in like sunlight.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
it
just all
is,
dark,
yeah.
but it's still creepy.
That
I think
makes it
that's tough to
creepier.
do. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
shoot a film with a lot of sun.
Well,
still
and that's
make
a
it
nice
creepy.
contrast
Exactly.
too,
Yeah.
because the atmosphere like that too.
Yeah.
All right, mine. Jorge Grau did this. Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, aka Living Dead in Manchester
Yeah.
Morgue. Kind of fits in with all these. I think all three of these are very atmospheric films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're out there, if you love zombies and you're just kind of looking for something different, all three of these are going to
Moody.
give you something moody films.
Yeah.
This is definitely like this. It's very very Euro feel to it. You know, it has that
Mhm.
Italian feel. It has some gore in it. It's not like it's probably
Yeah.
more
more
gory
than these two.
more of
yeah.
a gore film than the other two, but
And makeup also.
makeup is
more
good, too.
Traditional zombie makeup.
it is. But it's definitely more atmospheric. Great. Kind of, I don't want to call it a slow build, but the last 20 minutes is big. It really
Yeah.
escalates into a big ending.
Really good
Um,
social commentary.
Yeah, there's some of that in this
yeah.
too. This is one, still to this day, I talk to people who have not seen this.
Yeah.
Or they've heard of the name, maybe all three of these.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah.
the name,
I
I've never
think
seen
it's
it.
kind of all probably Shockwaves and Let Sleeping Corpses Lie a little bit more Deathdream. I think.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
of them being the the foreign
Underground.
films.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is Blue Underground as well, awesome release. Anchor Bay put out a 10 of this, which is really
Oh.
cool. Yeah, it's just a really atmospheric film. Just highly recommend it if you've never seen it. You have the Blu-ray of it, right?
Yeah.
Who put
Oh,
that? Is that Blue Underground too?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it is.
Which I've yet
Which
to see the
is
Blu-ray.
this, yeah, and I'll attest for the Blu-ray. The transfer is really good. It's not excellent, but I've seen a lot worse, and it is definitely an upgrade. But as far as like I mentioned, social commentary. I mean, it's kind of corny. I mean, it's like a what is it? Like they're trying to help me out here with the what is I mean they're trying isn't it like a it's something with the environmental thing.
Yeah, there's
like
a-
with the
Right, there's a big environmental thing throughout.
Message.
That's basically the running message.
Yeah.
it is about environment.
it's
and the
basically
fact-
like killing it makes the insects like cannibalize themselves. That's what it is. Like they send out this signal with this thing and it like makes the insects cannibalize each other instead of eating the plants is what it is.
Right.
Which it's a stretch and it's cheesy, but it makes sense in a way that to fucking with nature. You know what I
Right.
mean? I think
Yeah.
that's what's cool about it, where it still makes it relevant today.
It
If you
is.
can look at it like
Yeah.
that. I mean, you know, you can look at that like, okay, it's a scientific stretch, but really,
it's a stretch, but I don't think it comes off as cheesy in the movie.
No,
you know
not
what I
at
mean?
all.
Like,
No,
the logic is a stretch. But
yeah,
yeah, it's definitely it's a cool, much like Deathdream. It's a cool social commentary.
and man, like the very first zombie in that is just amazing.
I was just gonna mention that the first zombie that comes out is a really cool scene.
Yeah, because they're at like this farmhouse. It's like this really amazing countryside scenery.
Desolate.
And it's the guy and the girl. The girl's
girl's pretty hot, by the way. She's a ginger.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of the ginger.
Me too.
Yeah, well, she doesn't. Yeah.
Yes.
Picture of her to show.
Right on the head.
But she backs into the guy's motorcycle and fucks up his motorcycle. So he's like, "Hey, you're gonna give me a ride to this place." So they get out to this one place, and he's off talking to this guy with the girl's in the car by herself, and this zombie just comes out of nowhere.
Great scene.
And the thing with that scene too, when I first saw it, is like 28 days later, whatever, they totally ripped off or at least was inspired by that look, because they have the redness to the eyes. I mean, they do a close up of this zombie in the eyes, and I swear, like 28 days later, it looks exactly like that.
It's a great point. I think this is a film that's way ahead of its time in that
it's
regard,
so far,
and
so
doesn't
much
get
is.
mentioned enough. You know?
Yeah.
It was kind of like the anti-Romero zombie movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's done completely differently. You know?
Yeah, it really is, and it's. I mean, some of the effects are really cool. And there's a zombie that's like one of the ones I always remember in that is where there's a zombie with his head bandaged up.
That's
and
a classic in the posters.
It's in the poster. And his chest is all stitched up. It's wild looking, but yeah, it's a great film.
He kind of reminds me of the singer of System of a Down.
Yeah.
Sir Stanky?
Yeah. His name escaped me.
Wait for him to say disorder!
Disorder! Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I said, three great.
Yeah.
Underrated.
You're looking for something different in zombie films.
You've never seen Leslie?
I haven't seen that.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta check
that.
that out. Yeah.
So that's one I haven't seen, but I have seen Shockwaves.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you check out all three of these films. We all highly recommend them. Like I said, a lot of the hardcore fans have heard of these and seen them, but I think there's probably a lot of you out there that haven't seen these. And if you want to watch a different type of zombie film, these are three to watch.
Just buy them.
Yes, that's right. I think all three of us would agree. All three of these films, just fucking buy it. Yeah.
Fucking buy it.
We're doing Beyond the Horrorsball, so why not do a segment here? Just fucking buy it.
Just fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Chars.
So yeah, guys, thanks for watching Beyond the Horrorsball. We hope you are doing well. Take care, guys. Later.